Hello everyone, my name is Mandilynn. I'm the author of the young adult novel Essence and historical fantasy novel I Am Mercy. Today we're going to be talking about writing romance. So, in honor of Valentine's Day that is just around the corner, I thought we'd delve into this thing that most people are a little bit uncomfortable with. And that is writing romance. Now this doesn't mean the whole novel has to be romance, because I personally can't stand that. It means that there's some sort of romantic aspect in the story you are writing. So I found that the first step to understanding on how to write romance is to first read it, and read it a lot. This doesn't mean, again, that it has to be a whole romance novel. Instead, more so read the type of romance that you want to write. So if you want just a small aspect to be romance, go for it. One thing I recommend reading is a series that has a romance that progresses, so you can see how a relationship changes as people get comfortable with each other. So in like book 1, they're friendly. Book 2, they're like starting to flirt. Book 3, it's like, oh, boyfriend, girlfriend. Another aspect that might be helpful when it comes to writing romance is to have a romance. This means in your real, actual life, guys. You may think that you may experience everything you need to know through a book, but it's just not true. You kind of sort of have to actually get yourself out there and have like an actual relationship with someone to really understand how they work. Another super duper important thing to know is you gotta write like nobody's gonna read it. So make it frilly if you want to. Make it if you want to. There are a lot of different ways you can go about writing romance. It can be R-rated, or it can be PG, or maybe G for general, because even little kids will be able to read your book without their parents, like. But the hard part about writing romance is, like, you write it and then you'll think that people will, like, connect it to your real life. It's like, ooh, that's awkward. What if they think that I've done this just because my character has done this? Don't worry about that. People shouldn't be thinking that anyways, and if they are, just ignore it. And most important when it comes to writing romance is build your relationships slowly. Like, people criticize Twilight because all of a sudden Edward and Bella were just in love and it was automatic. It was like someone flipped a switch. Now, Shakespeare does this in like every single play that he has ever written. Like, oh, I decided to love someone. But that's how it was. You didn't really fall in love with people back then. You kind of were just assigned to them, and your father kind of sold you to them. And then eventually you fell in love with them, but more out of need, not because you actually love them. But in today's real world, people, you aren't sold to your husband. You choose your husband. So you have to shape that in a book. You can't just have someone look across the room and be like, oh my god, that guy's really cute. I love him. You actually have to have the two interact slowly and build relationships, have special little moments that make them love each other, and just slowly build off of things. I, for one, am not a huge fan of writing romance for whatever reason. It makes me uncomfortable. I have to get past that whole aspect of write like no one's gonna read it. But we all grow thicker skins as writers as we go. Anyways, that was my 2 cents on the subject. Let me know if you guys have any advice down below. Everyone have a fabulous Valentine's Day, and as always, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching.